come on.
I'm down for the count.
Yes, you are, Julia, and the count that you are down for is the click count on the material that you produce on Healthy Junk Food, which is the channel that you stole from JP by locking him out of it. This video, entitled I hand-stretched a 70-foot-long noodle, with a thumbnail that says 70-foot noodle, was published on September 14th, 2023. I'm starting my work on November 10th, 2023, and usually I leave this until the end. It's just, this is about less than a week away from being 2 months old. I don't know if this can take me a day to do this or a couple of days, and then I gotta pick a good time to release it. So there's no point in leaving this till the end. I'm gonna do this right at the start, because this is less than a week away from being 2 months old with a channel that has more than 3 million subscribers. And what did you get after almost 2 months? Less than 10,000 clicks. Not only is that a failure, it's a giant failure, given that you have an installed base, at least on paper, of more than 3 million. This is going to be really boring, and as we run the boring material, and we say to ourselves here, this is so boring, remember, it's boring, yet there are jokes coming with it. I know you guys are not going to go over to the Healthy Junk Food channel and sit through this without the jokes. It's just so boring. So when we have the boring moments, please appreciate that we get to know just how bad her material is, and that she is ruining the channel because she can't do it on her own. And there are jokes coming, right? So how about enough of the talking, and let's get right into it.
How does that make you feel?
Like a weatherman? Empowered.
Awesome.
No, it isn't, because we are not even 5 seconds into this, and already Julia is struggling and trying to pick up the slack by talking like a Ninja Turtle. Awesome, dude, radical. It is not helping. It's just demonstrating how pathetic the material is.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Healthy Junk Food. Today we have a treat for you. We're with Elliot and Seth from Red Panda Noodle, and we're going to take on an impossible challenge.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to eat all of it.
That's right!
Please, do not bother to brush your hair or anything like that. I mean, it's a Healthy Junk Food run by Julia production. So, you know, whatever she told you, you're going to be part of material on a channel with more than 3 million subscribers. It's been almost 2 months. It's got less than 10,000 clicks. So, you made the right move.
We're gonna make the world's longest Biang Biang noodles. It's gonna be epic.
Really? Epic? Like maybe Epic Mealtime? That was doing giant food items even before Healthy Junk Food did it? And now today, with 6.8 million subscribers, can't get over 7,000 clicks after a month? And can't even do 4,000 clicks after 4 days? Like, if I have a really successful video on my 4K subscriber channel, I can do those numbers in 4 days. Thing is, I don't have 6.8 million subscribers like Epic Mealtime. So Julia is going back to something that's been done way too much, and you want us to get excited about a giant noodle. Maybe it's not going to be so epic after all.
Yang girls just want to have fun.
Side note, fun in that context means rice.
Main means noodle. Got it. Before we get into all of that, tell me a little bit about Biang Biang noodles.
It's a relatively ancient form of
We love the stock footage and reading copy straight verbatim off of Wikipedia. Great work, Julia. Thanks.
noodle making farmers would make in the Xi'an region of China. Sure, there's
Look at how fake she looks with her bad acting job, pretending to be so interested with the explanation that she's getting, that she set up. Who should she be collabing with all this fake bad acting.
Ding! No tools involved, nothing. It's just flour, water, salt, only diamond crystal. You let it rest and you stretch it.
So what makes these noodles so stretchy?
It's developing the gluten process.
It is a Chinese phrase, which translated to English means double boring.
It's literally the onomatopoeia, the sound it makes when it slaps on the table.
Yang, yang.
Yeah, you get it now.
Check Julia pretending she just learned something, and you probably missed her last little bit of bad acting for that piece. Let's run it a few times.
It makes when it slaps on the table. 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 It makes when it slaps on the table.
Yang, 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 yang,
Yeah, you get it now.
So that word actually means bang bang.
Yeah, but not like bang bang shrimp, because that's like a sauce. Unrelated.
How are they normally served?
So there's a few different ways. It can be in like a broth base, or the way we do it is in a chili paste with bok choy, just like stir fried. Do you have anything to say for yourself? I don't know what to say at this point.
Of course not. Julie and the other guy are having a conversation right through him, not including him, and to add insult to injury, he's the one holding the fancy microphone. What do you expect him to say? Anyway, he's gonna get to be funnier as we go along. Stay with it.
Can we make this thing 40 feet? I think we're gonna need some practice. So what's the first process, Seth, of making these noodles?
So we gotta mix the dough.
Let's get in there.
Come on!
Told you that he would get funnier as we went along. That's a pretty good quote, too. We might use it a few more times.
Let's get in there.
Come on! We mix the dough for 8 minutes until it just coheres, and then we put it in a negative atmospheric pressure vacuum sealer. So it actually expedites the resting process.
Here it is. This is gonna be a giant noodle.
Yeah, that'll get you less than 10,000 clicks after almost 2 months. Does that even cover the cost of gasoline? Never would have thought that Ken Domik pretending to do stealth cams would get more clicks than healthy junk food material.
Size matters.
It does. Here's.
Tip it and tap it. The dough's done.
Look at that.
Come on!
Look at that.
Let it rest yet again, and then we're going to portion it into oil.
Set it aside overnight. That's really big dough. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be the longest noodle that ever happened in America. American world record.
What are you doing even daring to use that logo? Because you are not taking a serious shot at making the biggest size of anything. This is just screwing around. Like, I can't believe this is the mighty healthy junk food resorting to this sort of stuff. Let's just keep going.
The only record that matters.
I'm American.
Biggest noodle ever made in Sanford, Florida.
We're not making this today.
We're not making this dough today. I already made some for you, and we can let you practice for tomorrow's gauntlet.
Actually, I really do. I need to practice. I have no idea what I'm doing.
When it comes to your shtick, you know exactly what you're doing. What you are trying to portray, the feeling of, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I signed on for. Chaos has ensued around here. It's crazy, folks. Which is a fail, because it's just boring and desperate. However, we'll let you get back to it.
So we're gonna reach under the magic table.
If Julia doesn't start performing much better real soon to make some money, then she's gonna be forced to offer all kinds of guys the opportunity to put their hands under the magic table. If you know what I mean. Only it'll cost them $50 a head to do so. Now come on, that criticism may be unwarranted. Maybe she'll just stick to OnlyFans after JP takes the channel back. So it wouldn't be all that bad. Just OnlyFans, and she wouldn't be standing on a street corner offering anything like that.
And we're gonna grab one of these bangs so you can see it's all nice and limp and loosey-goosey. Oil for your hands.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful. Put your hands kind of in the middle like this.
Okay.
Very gently. Stretch, 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 stretch.
Stretchy, stretch.
Slightly thinner on this side than it is on this side. So we want to do it again.
Give it a little flip.
Pad your fingers at the end. You don't want to pinch. You want to kind of like crimp with this motion. So you're like this.
Slap it?
Yeah, just slip and slap.
Really?
Yeah.
You do this every day?
Every day.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're good. Fold it in half. Grab it in the middle.
Folding her in half.
Stand back a little bit.
Okay. Really?
Really?
You slapped me with the noodle.
There you go.
Not the type of setting news I was talking about.
So then when you stretch it out like this, open up the middle, to be able to get a nice long noodle.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
No, it is desperate and boring, which is not saved by you putting music behind it and insisting that it is cool when it is not. Hold on, folks, because we have a musical interlude coming, okay? Just stick with it.
That's my noodle? I did not think this was going to happen so quickly. I already made a noodle.
And then you can wrap it around your arms if you want. Stretchy, stretchy.
I think that me making mine better than yours is a stretch.
Ah! Out, open again.
It's a very energetic cooking process.
And then we're gonna throw it in the water. So just drop it in. And then you wanna give it a little stir, stir, stir. And when it floats, it's done.
This is way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Say that now.
I think that we can make this really long. Now that I've seen the professionals do it, I think I get it now.
Grab it in the middle.
Yes. Big and giant and awesome. The longest noodles ever.
Not yet. Soon though.
This is not the largest, but it's in charge, so we're gonna cook it. Going over here, stick it right in the water so we can cook myself something to eat. We're hungry.
It's getting the pan hot now. Did chilies. We're then gonna add oil, let them fry up for a little while. You're creating a little deep fryer here, and it's just gonna get these chilies nice and crispy. That's why they call it chili crisp. You usually make an enormous batch, about the size of a pot that you could fit inside of.
You think I can fit in this?
Maybe. Do whatever you gotta do. You could try to squat in there.
Do you know what it means when people say something has jumped the shark? There used to be a TV show called Happy Days, which was set back in the 1950s. The economy was great. Everybody was having a good time. It featured Arthur Fonzarelli, also known as the Fonz. He was a really cool guy, and he was a biker because he had a motorcycle, and he got all the chicks, and all you had to do was just punch the jukebox. It would play. You never had to pay for it. He did everything perfect. He was a mechanic too. And so on one of the episodes, they had him, while wearing a leather jacket and shorts, jump a shark. So there was a shark out in the ocean somewhere, and he got on a speedboat and he jumped it. Like normally people would jump cars and other things while running a motorcycle. He jumped a shark, and it was such a stupid thing to do with his character and for the show that people said that was when Happy Days turned into garbage, when Fonzie jumped the shark. It was just too stupid, and didn't respect his character or the rest of the show. And so when something goes to garbage, that's when we say jump the shark. So Julia is in the bucket, which is my saying for her, that, you know, Healthy Junk Food is wrecked with her running it, and so she's now in the bucket, so to speak. She has crossed the line and ruined it, and we hope that JP is going to come back and reclaim his channel.
Can I get in? I don't think my bucket fit. This is not funny, guys. You're fired. Fired. I just fired them from their own business.
That is exactly what you did to JP. It looks like you do that to all the guys.
We're gonna add our spices, coriander and fennel and caraway and Szechuan peppercorn.
Is this boring? You bet it is. Because without JP and the interplay between JP and Julia, which is what the channel used to be, all that Julia has to bring to the table is footage of food. Since we know that Julia watches all these reactions, let's tell her that, hey Jules, there are about 500,000 other people who are shooting footage of food and publishing it on YouTube, and they're getting garbage views because there's nothing special about it and there's too many people doing it. And now you're in with that crowd.
Come on! We're gonna bloom these spices by letting them also fry a bit. I'm gonna throw some ginger and garlic in there too, and then we're gonna turn the heat down low. Just getting the pan hot now. Throw in some bok choy, give it a little sear.
So noodles are going in. Frying them down hot in the wok.
Thanks, Julia. That was really cool of you to remind us. And, when you offer more footage of food, make sure you remind us again about how cool it is.
With the
Fried chilies.
There it is. A perfect plate of one giant noodle. You making more?
Yeah. I'm gonna do one freehand. So you can actually swing it. This may be an outtake.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Because the community we have here are smart people. And some of you are saying, we know what you're gonna do, Katie. You're gonna take this, put it on a loop, you're gonna put some music behind it, it's gonna be funny, it's just you already did it once. So, I agree. That doesn't mean that we can't have fun with it. You know, I would like to just do it all over again. That would be pretty funny. I mean, we could just have a chat. We can just chillax. Talk. So what else we got here? Okay, there's no wheels on that camper that they're working out of. So they're probably living in it. Alright, I guess that's why they were available when Julie needed somebody. Okay, that's all I got. I'm not gonna, you know, it would be fun to put the loop on and do all that stuff. It just, no. Let's watch this noodle fall apart when he finishes with it.
Wow. And she keeps going. Is this too big? We're going bigger. Day 2. We're ready to film.
No, you're ready to record. Or you're ready to shoot. There's no film in there. Just like there's no videotape in there. Who do we know is always referring to recording and shooting as filming and videotaping? Who is that idiot?
Ding!
Ready to film. Should put this on a tripod. Somebody's gonna wear this. Now let's make everybody sound pretty. Let's go, internet. You making noodles?
Yeah.
It looks really tasty. Is it extruding?
Yeah. I'm a sideshow performer.
You're a clown. Oh, can you show me pictures? No way. That's you?
I am glad that the plastic surgery was a success and that Geraldo Rivera is enjoying his retirement out of the public eye. He also looks great for 80.
Look what I made you do. It's okay. This is an attempt.
There's Julia, making another guy miserable. He is probably thinking to himself, there's no way we're going to get any promotion out of this. She said that she had 3 million subscribers. I just went and I checked. Her last 4 videos got less than 10,000 views each. What a waste of time this is.
Let's see how long we can actually make it. This is back.
Got your tape measure?
You got it.
How many feet is the total tape measure?
I have no clue. I'd say Google it, but you're just measuring it yourself.
192 inches.
49 and a half feet. Ah!
Come on! Yeah.
The technique is, it's like a claw.
Fingers as straight as possible. You take this and put it underneath, and then Seth and I will work in it.
Kind of looks like a butt.
Pull on the butt.
Are there any other techniques we should practice before we start?
Like a jiggle? Yeah.
It's like a claw. Right now, it's 10 inches. Oh, it's already longer.
So you got a fat end over there.
Yes.
Like this. Make it long.
Yep. Here, I'll get the center. This is helping.
It is. Just keep making it long.
Give it a little pressure from the inside out.
You guys are doing great.
It's very rectangular, thin.
Wider is better.
This scene reminds me of something that I want to share with you all. You have 3 dummies working on something and getting nowhere, right? Technically speaking, the 4th one is also working on it, even though he's just shooting footage with the camera that Julia had him strapped to his head. So, okay, so we got more than 2. We got 3 with hands on, and they're not accomplishing anything. There's a really cool movie that's called Circle of Iron. It's based on a story written in part by Bruce Lee, and it stars David Carradine. And there's a quote from the movie, from the main character, played by David Carradine, and it is, quote, "Tie 2 birds together. Even though they have 4 wings, they cannot fly." Close quote. And that is what I think of when 3 morons are working on a stupid project and getting nowhere. So please check out Circle of Iron. Story written in part by Bruce Lee. Really cool. And I mean it because applying the word cool to something should only be done when it warrants it. So check that movie if you get a chance to do so. Now let's get back to Julia and her garbage content.
You want to add length as well.
Very nice. We're longer.
Yeah.
You're our eyes.
Careful right here too. This side is definitely fatter.
We need it to go bang bang.
Hold
Here.
this up, and then you come over here and
Yes.
work this butt.
Gotta put our back into it.
Nice.
Lots going on here. First, check the look on Julia's face. She's angry. She's let the game face fall off. She's not giggling and having a good time with it. She's thinking to herself, I got the logo on. I'm doing something giant. Where's my big viral clicks and views and money? Where is it? Where is it? And it's not coming because giant food has been done 100 times over in the past decade. And here comes Julia, you know. I'm going to do giant food. Where's my money? And so the guy that's involved with it is shooting footage by wearing the camera on his head. She's got another camera over there. And she put some work into this. And after almost 2 months, she gets less than 10,000 views for it. That's like chicken feed. She's going to get angrier and angrier while this stuff just keeps failing. And JP is marching towards taking the channel back.
Wow.
Gentle being.
Be careful.
It's like a sheet. The wind coming off of this thing is crazy.
Whoa! What if we zigzagged the noodle instead of pulling it just on here and use like a knife to make it super long that way?
Come on! It's not really a byang anymore, then is it? Are you a cheater? That's cheating.
I'm trying to make a long noodle, okay?
Can we go for physical math?
Look, we made a drum. Cook this and make like the world's biggest circle noodle.
It's like a pancake of noodles.
This is like a tent.
Noodle tent?
Yeah, it reminds me of skin of an animal.
Hide, I believe it's termed.
If we zigzag this out, we're gonna make an extra long noodle, guys. We gotta consider that as an option.
Good try.
Yes. We got a coil being made over here.
It may not be a byang, but you could definitely eat it. I'd rather you didn't.
I'm gonna eat it. Hey, hey, hey.
Julia wants to dance for us. Okay, woman. Shake what your mama gave you.
I'm gonna eat it. Keep it going, guys. It's a wonderful system.
Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Hurry before it sticks to itself too much.
Looks cool, guys.
I would say just keep coming this way. And then I'll... 36 inches. So you're gonna count how many times we go from here to here. You
Got
see?
it.
And then we're gonna multiply that by 36.
2, 3.
4. Don't be scared.
5, 6,
We want her taut.
7. Every inch count. That's 8. Yeah. 9.
9, 10. Careful, careful, careful. 11,
12.
13, 14.
Is it any wonder this boring piece of garbage failed? All that Julia is thinking to herself is, it's got something giant in it. Where's my giant money? Come on. Where is my money? The video is garbage.
15. 17. She's still going. Yeah, we need to be bang banging as we go to make it back into a bang bang. What are we at?
19.
19.
20.
20. 21. How much do you guys think this weighs? Wonton?
Like 4 total? 24 times 36. That's a wad of noodle.
What do you think, Mom? I'm gonna cook this now. Why don't you approve?
Because it's just not going to do anything. It's just going to be like a cooked noodle
Maybe cooked.
cake thing. It's
You
gonna
don't think it'll be
just, it'll probably
separated?
disintegrate before it even finishes cooking.
You think it won't work?
I do not think.
Well, I think we should just do it. We're bringing it to boil it. Here we go. Thank goodness, Elliot.
You said gang goodness? Alright, I got it kind of broken apart a little bit.
You didn't believe that this was gonna fit in there?
It's the temperature differential, the amount that the water drops in temperature as it's going in. It won't boil, so it's going to take forever. Here, 212 is boiling, and we are currently at 207. So it's just like a really hard simmer. Eternity later.
We don't got a floater. So where do I get to see you perform?
I haven't been performing for a minute.
Do you blow up balloons?
I do not do balloon animals.
Oh man, I love those things.
More like hammer nails into my face than eat broken glass.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
That is correct. You're just hanging out and goofing off. You're not accomplishing anything because you're not making a good video. It's just crap. You want to know why? The people you're working with are not performers. JP is a performer. You can allow all the comments on the channel you stole from him to be posted, giving him a hard time. He's the fun part. Without him, like, this is what we have. It's just, you got footage of food with people who are not performers, and it's a drag, really.
You know?
Alright, so it's ready.
Something just happened to the audio. The music gets really low, and there's nothing over top of it. So Julia was probably going to do a voiceover and forgot to put it in. And she publishes it anyway. Here.
No one will ever know that it's disgusting.
What do you mean? It's amazing.
The texture is going to be weird.
Because of the boiling time?
Boiling time, the stretch method, you can see like the gluten was breaking.
I want to give you a little bite.
Yeah, we'll eat it. I could be wrong.
You're up to try it first. How much can we eat?
It's gonna be bad because the way we boil things is very specific. This was just all higgledy-piggledy like.
How much can you eat before you're tired?
Fluffy bunny. Marshmallow.
Now, Julia is going to give us sped up footage of people we don't know eating. So why do we care? If there are strangers who were entertaining performers, that would be one thing. They're strangers who are not performers, so what is the point?
It's not terrible, it's just like, it's very spicy. The texture is just not that good. It's better than I thought it was gonna be though. See the part that's undercooked in the middle.
I love spicy stuff, but I also made this chili oil, so I know how spicy it is. Spicy. All right. This is honestly good.
You like it?
I love it. It's so doughy. Oh, there's the hiccups. I want one more bite.
So she has this guy wear the camera while he's eating. Yet there's no footage from that camera in the video itself. Mistakes everywhere.
Oh, you did something.
I don't want to have done something new. This is an abomination.
I got us napkins.
Hand ripped. All right, I'm down for the count. So this is definitely the longest noodle I've ever made that I've ever imagined making. It's a hand-cut noodle.
Hand ripped and pulled and cut.
Hand mangled noodle.
I can eat probably like, I don't know, this much. Just depends if it falls apart. Here goes nothing.
It's harder than it looks, isn't it? Channel your inner snake. Cobra. Wow. So quiet.
Champion.
Julia is thinking to herself, dang, I actually have to eat some of this garbage to make this video work. And because it's spicy, it's going to be really painful to get rid of it once I'm in private back at the apartment and barfing it out again.
Coming up to a gentle spot. Oh my god.
Clear winner here.
Yeah, definitely a winner. Come on. Oh my gosh, that was way more than all of us.
Just another day in the bush.
We are almost done. Just one more little stretch of boredom to go, and then we got a nice payoff because I got something funny to say about the whole crew. Stick with it, please.
That's a good thumbnail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks a lot for helping me make this. Definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Shouldn't have done it.
You made it so freaking spicy.
That's not the problem. That's the regular part.
Sanford record.
Some kind of record somewhere.
Thank you guys for coming along this very wonderful journey of making noodles way bigger than they ever had to be. Elliot, Seth,
Yeah.
Pigpen.
Now that is a rock band. Let me make my argument, okay? This is the payoff for all of you who sat through the whole thing. This is going to be good. Elliot, Seth, Pigpen, Julia, that's a band. Elliot, he's a bass player, okay? Because he's mild-mannered, he looks a little bit boring. The bass player is the guy that could just walk away from the band and go work in a bank, and you wouldn't even know. So he's a bass player. Seth, he's the drummer. You know, he's fun. He's the guy to party with, and there you go. I mean, the drummers are the ones that are the fun ones, okay? And then there's one step above that, both in popularity within the group and star potential, and especially with this case, that's Pigpen. He's got the name, he's got the look, he's very reminiscent of Buckethead when he had a stint in Guns N' Roses, and John 5, who's now with Motley Crue after the Crue screwed over Mick Mars. Alright? That's everybody. And Julia herself, she's been trying to play the guitar for the last 20 years. It doesn't work.
I can't hear you, Imani. Sorry.
Forget the haters.
Well, that's what it's about. Okay.
So she can at least hold on to the guitar, maybe hit one or two chords, and then for the most part, she can just sing, right? So she can do that part. I mean, so that's a band. That's a band. And like, am I wrong? You know, like, this is a good question. It's not like a Ken Domik sort of question. It's a good, is that a band or what? Okay? That's a band. She should give something a try. She should put those guys together and do something. Of course, if they don't actually play any instruments, then she's screwed. So, we wish her well in that, or anything else she's going to try before JP comes back and takes the channel away from her. That's it.
Out.
That is how I look at healthy junk food right now. I'm like, what's going on there? Oh, yep, not doing well.
Come on.
Okay, so that's not it. I left this to the very end so I don't get anybody angry. Do you guys realize how much work I had to put into this thing? I took that garbage material, and I didn't just make it fun. I made it loads of fun. Those were great jokes. Great bits. And saying that, Julia is a band with those three guys, that was genius. And you know what that means. Please reward my genius. Would you join the effing channel, please? And don't say that it's e-begging. If you're making a good dollar, thousands of dollars every month with no work like Ken, or if you steal a channel like Julia has done, and she's still making good money off the back catalog, people are still walking in there by accident and saying in her comments, oh, what happened to JP? You know, there's still a big fan base that they got pushed away by the garbage that they made for the last year and a half. They're still coming back in. What's going on? So if you're making money like Ken or Julia and you ask for more, that's e-begging. I'm making peanuts here, so it's not e-begging. You know, $1.99 a month, you get the custom emojis, and now I'm doing some early releases, you know, off and on. I do what I can here. Just consider it. So now, and if you're not gonna do that, you know, watch the video 4 times. And thanks for coming by. And now, to satisfy my obsessive compulsive disorder, I'm going to cut this at exactly 36 minutes.